Loading. Warner Brothers. Soon to be under Paramount. Oh, yeah, this is one of those Wii Remote Sideways games, which means I can properly emulate it with a controller. Bet you haven't heard that name in forever. Bet you're hearing a lot of awful things about that name. If you're doom scrolling the news, of course. That logo's not even in the same aspect ratio. What the fuck? Yeah, hey guys. This is Bumpy Gaming back here once again. Today we're playing Yogi Bear for the Wii. You know, I had a bit of a filler week, so I figured we'll do something random. Now, yeah, Yogi Bear. I mean, I feel like most of my audience is gonna know who Yogi Bear is. You know, the classic Hanna-Barbera cartoon character from the 60s. Uh, Warner Brothers made a live-action movie out of him back in 2010, and this is the Wii game based off that movie. The game based on the movie, based on the cartoon. And yeah, I did. I did play a little bit of this, just... Yeah. Yeah, I did play a bit of this just to make sure it ran. And, yeah, I played a little bit of it, you know, to make sure it would be a winner for, like, a video of mine, and, yeah, it's a winner, alright. Just wait until you hear the plot of this game, as Yogi and Ranger Smith are chasing each other, Benny Hill style. Man, wouldn't that be funny if somebody placed, like, the Benny Hill theme music over it? I'd do it myself, but I think that song is copyrighted.
Yes, I got the pictures you took in the park last week when you were making your documentary, and all I have to do now is get these to the press. Thank you. This is great. Once word gets out about all the endangered animals that people can see in this park, the crowds for the 100th anniversary celebration will be huge. I'll have to go tell Ranger Jones the good news. If he's not earning merit badges again, that is. That man can't get enough merit badges. Whoa! Don't want these pictures to blow away.
Yoink!
You really think this is a good idea, Yogi?
Of course it's a good idea, Boo-Boo Boy. It's lunchtime, and I'm sure Mr. Ranger won't mind sharing his lunch with a smarter-than-average bear and his faithful sidekick.
I don't know, Yogi. That sounds like exactly the kind of thing Mr. Ranger minds.
Well, if he has a problem with it, I'm sure he'll say something.
Yogi!
Like that. Hello, Mr. Ranger, sir. Boo-Boo and I were just sitting down for some lunch. Care to join us? We're happy to share.
Share? Share? That's my lunch. Oh no. Oh no, the photos!
It's a windy day, sir. You really should put something on top of your pictures if you don't want them to blow away.
Or just close the damn window.
Why, I should kick you out of the park for this. Of course, not that it matters now. The park's in danger of closing, Yogi. People just aren't coming to Jellystone like they used to. And now we've got nothing to bring those crowds back.
You mean the people were coming to see your pictures? Why would they want to see pictures when they can experience the great outdoors up close and personal like?
Yogi, those were pictures of endangered animals that live in Jellystone. And I was going to send them to the newspaper so that they could publish them and attract new visitors to the park.
Can't you just get some more pictures?
I'd never be able to find all the animals myself.
Don't you worry, Mr. Ranger, sir. I know every animal in Jellystone. Most of them even like me. I can find the animals for you. And I promise I will take good care of your camera.
Okay, I'm gonna let Boo-Boo take the pictures, under my supervision.
Good call.
You just find the animals. Here's a list. And remember, Yogi, this is important. So don't waste time stealing food from the campers.
You've got it, Mr. Ranger. Come on, Boo-Boo. There are picnic baskets, endangered animals out there waiting for us to find them.
Yeah, so this whole game, this doesn't even follow the plot of the damn movie. You play as Yogi, and you have to retake pictures of endangered animals in Jellystone, which Jellystone Park has endangered animals apparently. Yes, Yogi Bear lore goes deep, I tell you. And I gotta say, like, judging off that one cutscene alone, it sounds like Yogi and Ranger Smith are played by the people who played them in the movie. I know in the movie they had Dan Aykroyd playing Yogi. I cannot for the life of me remember who plays Ranger Smith, though. Yeah, that Boo Boo, he does not sound like Justin Timberlake at all. He sounds like a guy who fell on hard times due to their own drug addiction. Wait, I mean, I'll be honest, I have not seen much of the original Yogi Bear cartoon. Yeah, so I don't know if Boo Boo's voice is supposed to be that deep. Or at least not, I don't remember it being as deep as it is in this game, because the main Boo Boo voice, I hate to say it, but whenever I think of Boo Boo, the voice that immediately comes to mind is like the sort of, like, higher pitch voice that Justin Timberlake did for the movie. And even, well, mainly because, it's astounding to me that, like, a big pop star, that he is able to, like, do a voice like that. You think of, like, singers being actors. I mean, some of them do it well, but then there are others who don't really do it well. I mean, it's not to say Justin Timberlake's a bad actor, but, I listen to, like, Branch from Trolls or, like, Artie from Shrek the Third. I just hear, like, his normal speaking voice. So to hear him do, like, a voice is kind of neat. A picnic basket, my favorite. Yeah, this is a pretty standard platformer as far as standard platformers go. Yeah, platformers tend to... I've realized something about myself lately. Platformers, yeah, that and, like, platform fighters, and even, like, racing game, yeah, those tend to be, like, my three favorite genres when it comes to video games. And also, like, open world sandbox type games, like GTA or, like, Spider-Man or such. And then I'll occasionally throw on, like, a puzzle game, like Dr. Mario. I mean, yeah, I do play a fairly wide variety of genres, but platformers are the main ones I tend to come back to. Well, when I'm not playing a platform fighter, that is.
You can never have too many picnic baskets.
It's funny, because this is from Monkey Bar Games. I've got a bit of a history with them. Because two of my childhood games were developed by them. They did the Curious George game and the Flushed Away game, both of which I owned as a kid.
Sorry, Yogi. I missed him.
Or maybe Yogi scared him away. But yeah, Boo Boo could have taken a picture. If he was just standing there and the creature was just standing there, Boo Boo could have taken a picture at any goddamn moment. So now we gotta go into the wolf forest.
I'm smarter than the average porcupine.
You're not a porcupine, Yogi. You're a bear.
Look out below!
Actually, are porcupines considered intelligent? Yeah, I wonder if any animal experts could fill me in on this. Then again, if you're an animal expert, you probably have more thrilling things to do with your life than watch some 20-something-year-old chud, bitch and moan about video games. Or even just watch some 20-year-old chud bitch and moan in general, because that they haven't gotten as far in their life as you have. And I gotta say, like, the Yogi Bear movie, I mean, fuck. I forgot you can't ground pound the birds. Yeah, the Yogi Bear movie, like, this movie came out in 2010. I was like 11 years old. I was
Smarter than the average
I was
porcupine.
to say that I was hyped for this movie as a kid would be grossly underselling it, because yeah, no, I was like on a this was like my most anticipated movie during that time. Well, at least, you know, after I had seen like Toy Story 3 that summer.
Look out below!
Yeah, no, I was excited for this movie.
Going down.
I just thought it looked really funny, and you know, plus it was releasing around the holidays, and you know, I tend to gravitate towards the winter in terms of like a comfort month. I don't know, I know some people don't like the winter because, you know, seasonal affective disorder. I mean, yeah, the winter can be pretty depressing in its own right, but I don't know, man. I've always associated the winter with like cozy feelings.
Look out below!
Well, when it's not being utterly depressing, that is.
Cowabunga!
Yes, I think a large part of why I was excited for Yogi Bear is because of the fact that it was releasing in December of 2010. Yeah, I'll never forget, like, my dad taking me to see it in the movie theater. And I remember, like, the movie theater we used to go to in, like, New Jersey, it had, like, a Subway right next to it, so we had, like, Subway for dinner right afterwards. Yeah, good times.
Look out below!
Look out below! Hey, boo-boo! What is this thing called OnlyFans, and why is it on Ranger Smith's phone?
Going down.
Oh, gee, Yogi. That seems like more of his business.
Never have too many picnic baskets. Bear drop. Belly flop.
Belly flop! Hey, boo-boo! Wanna see me stick out my yacht for the Rizzler?
Going
I'd rather you
down.
fucking kill yourself, Yogi.
Belly flop. I find more picnic baskets than the
I gotta do more videos with the Yogi Bear impressions. Yeah, I did that one a couple years ago. It was like more of a shit post, really, but yeah, yeah. If you search Bumpy Gaming, "Hey Boo Boo," you'll find it. And in the thumbnail, it's just Yogi saying, "No picnic baskets."
incoming.
Yeah, I don't know. And you know, another thing too is like, do not ask me why I fucking do this, but you know, once fall hits, I tend to like get hyper fixated on some old Hanna-Barbera cartoons.
Just what I wanted.
You know, and this is one I tend to get hyper fixated, even though I don't really watch a lot of it. You know, I think just the idea that
There he is,
okay, there's
Mr.
the
Ranger.
creature,
One
whatever the
of
fuck it
great
is.
persuasion. Snap away, boo-boo boy.
Smile, everybody.
Oh, wait, oh, yeah, we gotta fucking... okay, take the photo. Man, that is so janky. North Caves. Anyways, what was I saying? Yeah. I don't know why. I have this tendency around, like, the fall to just start... Well, not necessarily watching, but, like, I don't know, I guess kind of fixate on older Hanna-Barbera cartoons. And I always assumed there was a sort of a psychological reason behind it, but thinking about it more, I tend to think, you know, when those old Hanna-Barbera cartoons came out in, like, the late 60s, you know, that was when, you know, television was starting to become more mainstream. And, you know, and then, you know, with that came, you know, the influx, well, not influx, but it came the beginning of, like, Saturday morning cartoons. You know, Saturday morning cartoons, you know, they would always run from, like, the fall up until, like, you know, up until, like, the following summer. And then they'd start again in the following fall. Yeah, so I guess there's some sort of nostalgia there for a time where, you know, by the time I was a kid, we didn't really have Saturday morning cartoons, or at least not, you know, to the extent that we did in like the 70s, 80s, and 90s. You got to understand, I was born in like 1999, and that was at the time where Saturday morning, I mean, it was still a thing, but it was sort of on its way out at that point. And, you know, when people think Saturday morning, they think of like the cartoons airing on like the main networks, like ABC, CBS, NBC, Fox. Yeah, see, in my house, you know, because my family had cable, so we had like Disney Channel, Nickelodeon, and Cartoon Network, admittedly, which I didn't watch as much, but I mainly stuck to like Disney and Nickelodeon as a kid. And, you know, it's like, why exclusively watch cartoons on Saturday? Oh, what the fuck is this? Huh? What? Was I supposed to stay out of sight of humans or something? Okay.
Oh, great. A bear.
I don't really know how to go about this, if I can be real. Okay, I want to finish my tangent first. Yeah, when I was a kid, you know, my family had cable, so I had access to like Disney Channel, Nickelodeon. At that, I guess in my little kid brain, I was thinking to myself, you know, why exclusively watch cartoons on Saturday morning when they're pretty much on at all times? So I'm guessing maybe I have to walk alongside them? Okay. Metal Gear Yogi. Jesus. Yeah, they just fucking drop you in here with no warning. Oh my god. Come on. Come on, man. Throw me a bone. Oh no. Mm. Oh, and I'm losing lives too. Jesus. That's kind of amazing. I had like 10 lives at one point. It's actually kind of easy to grind for lives in this game. You got to keep collecting the pie pieces, and then they'll just come to you. Alright, I think I got the gist of this. Yeah, I think I got it at this point. Oh god. Okay.
Hey, a bear.
Oh my god!
Hey, look.
Jesus! They make this almost impossible! Mm. Okay. Gotta refine my strategy, I think. Okay. Okay, I think right here should be good. Right around here. Ish. If I can... Oh, thank God.
was easy.
That was easy. Yogi Bear became the Staples button. Oh, I'm not. Actually, you know what? I'm going to save state here. Just in case I fuck this up again. Okay, well, I mean, I guess that wasn't necessary. Yeah, you know what? Save state here from now on, because I have a feeling these stealth missions are going to come back, and I'm not going to like them. Okay. Oh, okay, okay, okay. And, you know, I'm thinking about it more. Like, I would say I'm surprised that they managed to get Dan Aykroyd back for this game, but, I mean, I think this was around the time he did, like, the Ghostbusters video game, if anyone remembers that. Yeah, so, I mean, it's cool, but when you consider the context, it's not all that surprising, I guess. Oh, there's Boo Boo.
Slow with that camera, aren't you, Boo Boo Boy?
It always comes back to Boo Boo being slow with the camera. Why don't we just acknowledge the fact that Yogi scared them off? I mean, it would still be repetitive level design, but at least then it'd make a little more sense. We got Jellystone Ridge. And I think after this, I'm going to end the video. Look out below! And Dan Aykroyd must have had the time of his life recording. Yeah, you know what? He's actually a pretty good Yogi too. Yeah, so I can imagine, you know, doing the game and then, actually no, doing the movie and then, you know, doing the game right afterward, especially coming off like the Ghostbusters game. Yeah, that must have been a good time for Dan Aykroyd. Certainly a better use of his time than doing Blues Brothers 2000. Ooba dooba. Oh, what? Why can't I get up? There we go. You gotta, like, really time your jumps there. Yeah, this game so far, I'm finding I don't really have a lot to say about it. Although maybe that's a good thing. You know, because then the alternative would be, you know, that I'm playing one of the worst games of all time. But no, I'm just playing a pretty simple platformer, if generic and uninspired at times. Oh, fuck. Maybe this is just me being salty, but I think the hitboxes on these boulders are a bit busted. I like that boulder. That is a nice boulder.
baskets than the average bear.
Yeah, I'm sure you do, Yogi. We've been watching your antics for like 60 years now. Yeah, when did Yogi Bear start? 64? No, I think that's when the movie Hey There, It's Yogi Bear came out. I still have not seen that movie. Nor have I seen The Man Called Flintstone, if anyone's wondering. Oh my god, we have to play a third level? No, the first part was like... The fucking first part was like... Yeah, that was like 2 levels. Now we have 3 levels to catch this other fucker. Alright, Tower Falls. Let's see if we can catch him here. I just like making Yogi surf on the ground. Going up, sir. Watch your steps, sir. We're here, sir. Have a good day, sir. Yeah, remember Droopy the dog? Pepperidge Farm remembers Droopy the dog. Are these turtles gonna... No, 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 they're staying on the... No, maybe not for long. Good thing I jumped when I did, huh? It looks like Yogi's walking on water. Hey, boo-boo! I am Jesus! I am the second coming of Christ, boo-boo! You must lend me all of your picnic baskets! Yogi, you need to stop listening to conservative podcasts. Oh, are those snapping turtles or something?
Going down?
Yeah, going down on your bitch ass. Going down on your bitch ass? Yogi, you sound like the white kid with the baggy clothes who's talking like he's black. I watch Family Guy. I know my shit. You ever hear of Sneakers O'Toole?
Just what I wanted.
Yeah, why did that become a meme a few months ago? It's spinning on the water again. God, you know, I almost expect Yogi to like phase through the water, and then it plays the clip of Sonic from like Sonic Adventure 2 going, "No!" Okay. Ah, fuck. Collect all the objects without letting the park guests... Oh, it's one of these. Got it. Fuck! Woo! Oh, that was a close one. That was a close one. Yes, it was. Mm-mm-mm.
Oh no! Don't mind if I do.
Sneak past your bitch ass. Now, if I'm not mistaken, the end of the level should be coming up shortly. There we... Well, I shouldn't say there, but... You know, it's coming. Oh, there we are. Look at that.
The elusive
What a
delicate
fucking
snapping
coincidence.
turtle. Ready with the camera, boo-boo?
Smile and say picnic basket, Yogi.
Smile and say picnic basket.
In the race between the tortoise and the bear, you're a winner by a nose, Mr. Ranger, sir.
Mr. Ranger's none of those things, but I respect the hustle. Hey, that looks like the turtle that Boo Boo has in the movie. Yeah, that really creepy CGI pet turtle that Boo Boo had. You know what? I will do a BAM image flash of that very turtle. Yeah, get rid of that. Yes, that's 2 out of... That's 2 out of 9 creatures. I do not have the time or patience to get to all of them, so... Yeah, Yogi Bear for the Wii. Yeah, it's... Listen, if you had given this to me as a kid... Yeah, specifically if you had given this to me, because remember, I was excited for this fucking movie. Yeah, if you had given this to me, I would have played it. I probably would have had my fair share of fun with it. Yeah, I mean, it's... Yeah, I would have been entertained by it. Maybe put it down after, like, a week, if even. Yeah, I mean, it's a fairly alright game. It's the most generic platformer that ever was a generic platformer. Yeah, so until next time, this is Bumpy Gaming going back under the bed. And remember, folks, there are fates worse than death, such as not having at least one picnic basket per day. Yogi, but what if those picnic baskets have drugs in them? Exactly my point, boo-boo!